When you're starting out in planning, planning is a key part of every project. It's in fact, what we say is that the devil is in the detail. If you can plan everything out, then really devil don't exist in projects.
Tell me about that.
So, I mean, the planning is in the detail. There is no devil anywhere, so to say, when it comes to project. Because what planning allows you to do is to premeditate actions that you undertake to, ensure that each activity or project deliverables are achieved according to time, mitigating all the required risks, mitigating all the risks that could occur on the project, and doing everything accordance with the quality metrics that have been predefined by the owner and the stakeholders on the project.
From what you're saying, kind of planning encapsulates capturing all the possible scenarios that could happen, isn't it?
Well, planning enables you to look into all the activities. First of all, there are deliverables. Okay. Deliverables is a combination of what we call work packages and more like different tangible aspects of the project. Take, for example, if it's a construction of a house, the foundation will be a deliverable, the first decking will be a deliverable. Take, for example, is a wedding plan. The fact that you have the wedding, the band set ready, the food ready, those will be different deliverables. The decoration is ready, the chair is set, the drinks are being chilled at the back of the hall. Those are different deliverables. They are different elements, different aspects of the project, different unit, different entity that forms the entire conglomerate of different entities that makes up or that delivers the entire project. Or a result or service. And so in the long run, all that has to be delivered. And you cannot just do it fastly. But really what we're saying is that it has to be planning. Because you need to plan. You don't get to execute everything that is in your plan. You execute based on the resources that is available. Mm-hmm. The resource, time could also now function as a resource.
But planning is key, isn't it?
Planning is key. If you don't plan it, you won't even think about it. You just spread your resources thin on things that are ephemeral and not essential. So planning and setting the goal, having the deadline, it's key. Then by the time you set your plan, it becomes easy. It becomes a roadmap. Your plan is more like a roadmap and begin to follow it. So planning is that the foundation and is also the backbone, for successful projects, either internal projects, personal projects, or organization or corporate projects.
All right. Is that also the reason why maybe at a meeting or at an interview, folks are asked, where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Are they assuming that I should have done some level of project management in the planning of my life or my goals?
You see, the basic reason why organizations ask where an individual wants to be in 5 years, a couple of reasons. Number one, organizations run on planning. Solid, focused organizations run on plans. And when you join an organization, they need to know where you intend to be. And what the answer that the individual gives goes a long way to show how his plan in 5 years will go with the plan of the organization. Okay, for instance, if the organization is employing a rookie, and the person is expected to be a manager in 5 years, and another 7 years a senior manager or a management staff. And if they ask you that, where do you want to be in 5 years? And you say, I still want to be in the organization, do my job effectively, and just living every day as it comes. It goes a long way to show the person is not planning, the person doesn't have any plan to probably get more certification.
Clear-cut goals.
Yes, and organizations want to run with people that have clear-cut goals, so that the fact that they've already imbibed the principles of planning into their daily living, it goes that they can also work along with the organization's plan.
And it will rub up positively on the organization.
Exactly. It's not in that case, the organization will not be running up and down to make sure that they have a plan. They will just be taking from their personal planning skills and transferring it to organization plans, and everything begins to work out smoothly without stress or hassle. But when people come into organizations and what they want to achieve is different from what the organization is trying to achieve, or really they don't plan to achieve anything. A lot of people outside there, they just want to have an 8 to 5 job that gives them the salary, and they do the barest minimum to get to the next paid day, and they get a check, and they keep living.
But from what you've just elaborated just now, isn't it absent in a lot of our population? We have a high unemployment rate. And then you find the level or the quality of our graduates being such that a lot of them fit into what you just described. Why do you want this job? I just want to earn a salary. Lack of project management, is it?
Well, lack of planning, and also you're also talking about the unemployed sector of the population. You need to know that a lot of people are pressured. People just want to do anything to get to an organization, to get a salary or to earn a living. Okay, so people are ready to do everything. So people have come out of the phase where they've mapped out a career map for themselves on the day they want, they graduated from school. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I studied medicine, I practiced for 5 years, become a consultant, and have a progression. People just get out of school and they want to get into an organization. A lot of people that study disciplines like engineering and other science-oriented disciplines, that they could go back and do research, come out with research that could earn them money, or they could postulate their own theorems and do different things. People are not thinking in that line. Survivor is not the name of the game. And really, survivor is the lowest level of existence. It doesn't lead anywhere. People that are standing today, they have to go beyond. Everybody that has a standing today has to go beyond the survival level.
Are you saying all those successful people today have put in project management into play in one way or the other? Is that what you mean?
It is key. Planning is key. Everybody has
consciously
to go
or unconsciously?
Well, it has to be. You have to move it from level of unconscious level to conscious level, where you live and breathe it every day. Because if you just do it unconsciously, that means you are not aware of the principles. You are just practicing the principles by trial and error. Okay, but probably you've been around someone, a father, a mother, or an uncle that practices prayer management, and it's just that this uncle is always on time. There's a time frame to everything he wants to do, so you just keep living that way. Yeah, that could save you for a while, but there's a level where you need to go deeper into it, in personal lives, in the corporate lives, and communal life, where we consciously plan. Okay, that's what organizations and nations today that have excelled in area of science or business. You look at China, you look at Japan, you look at America, Singapore, and you look at the United Arab Emirates. 20, 40 years ago, they were not on the global map of events in the global trends of economy. But today, they sat down and had a map out a strategy, and they are where they are today because there was a map.